Well, I met Luke his freshman year because I didn't tell the story up there, but he got pulled out of the student section for a promotion at the break and during the game, and he was wearing a coat that probably was a little out there, so I found out who he was that day, and so he and I actually hit it off, and I said, man, that guy's got a great heart to him. And then I watched him continue to grow and mature. And part of what I love about what I get to do is I get to watch kids at 18 years old come in and leave as 22-year-olds. And he grew and matured and thrived here. And he was such a great example that, somebody mentioned, you can do anything at this place. And who would have thought for a second that a guy named Fluffopotamus, Luke Ratliff, would have the following, and I saw him up in Indianapolis. People were coming up taking pictures with the guy. He's a celebrity, and he kept his humility the entire time through it. And I thought he was just such an incredible role model for all of us about finding the good in people and finding the good and exciting things in your life and taking the best advantage of it that you possibly could. And I know he made a heck of an impact on me. And I know he made a heck of an impact on our student body, our university, our community. I saw even Jason Isbell, gave him a shout out this morning as far as just how sad he was and moved by it, and what an incredible life he led.
How has he changed Alabama basketball and Alabama athletics?
He got one of the things, we have a lot of rich history here. We've had some incredible coaches and incredible times. We don't have a lot of traditions. And so if anybody has put a springboard into what the future holds from a tradition standpoint is Fluff. And we were actually been talking about some things that he has done just in the last month that we can use for the future. And we're going to do that. And we're going to make sure that happens. And we're going to make sure he gets the credit.
People look to you as a leader of the university. They look to him as a leader of the student section. What did you learn from him, from his leadership style? And athletes learn from you every day. What did you learn from him as a leader, as a student?
Well, one of the things I believe a lot in is servant leadership, and that you never ask anybody to do anything that you're not willing to do yourself. And I think he epitomized that. And here's a guy that was shy, that just like the rest of us had his challenges and his ups and downs, and he tackled those things and ended up being a leader with our student body. And it helped him, and it helped our university, it helped our students. And so it just reinforces the need, the desire to make sure you have a humble approach to what you do, but also be willing to put yourself out there. And, the fact he's leading cheers in front of thousands of students at times, I mean, it takes courage to do that. So it's a reminder for all of us, there's times we're going to have courage in what we do, and he just was such a shining example of that.
When we heard the news, I always called him Fluff, so I'm going to keep calling him Fluff. I asked Mr. and Mrs. Ratliff if that was okay, and they said yes. So it's a very challenging time for everybody here, and especially the family. And it's also a reminder, and Fluff was a reminder, how special sports is. About bringing people together. And I talked to Coach Oates this morning, talked to him twice, talked to Brian. They both were out of town for Easter, and they wanted me to make sure pass along their sincere condolences. And I know they've already reached out to the family some, and we'll hear in the future. And we're going to find a way to make sure we recognize and we remember Fluff and do it the right way, the way Alabama would, and the way Alabama should. But in this time where, for people my age or older, we see just challenges with division and things like that maybe are at a strong point. Fluff was a guy that brought us all together. And he showed unconditional love. Even though he'd get on the opposing team, I still think they liked him. And he just had such a sincere, genuine way about him that I think we all can emulate and all strive to be. So we will do our very best to make sure that his incredible impact that he made on this university, this incredible impact he made on our sports teams, and I saw him out at baseball, I saw him out at softball, I saw him out at women's basketball, and those kids in all those sports, they know that when people are there. It means a lot to them. You know, and the guys from our team, see you over there. I appreciate y'all being out here. I don't know if Herb or if anybody wants to come up here, you're more than welcome to, okay? But he made an impact on all of them. How cool is that? And one of the things I say to our staff, I say to our student athletes, I say to our fans, every interaction we have with somebody, every interaction we have, you're going to make a positive influence on them, or you're going to make a negative influence on them. Fluff was all positive. He was all positive all the time, and people throughout our fan base, throughout the SEC, Commissioner Sankey, I talked to him this morning, Dr. Bell, our president, our chancellor at Fest St. John, they all knew who Fluff was because of the attitude and the energy and the enthusiasm he brought on a daily basis. And I'm going to do my very best to try to improve what I do. And I want to encourage all of you to try to do the same thing in his honor. So, and I see Pat out there too. You know, that video with him, with Brian and Pat putting the jacket on, if that doesn't make you feel good, I don't know what will. So, thank you for everybody being here. Thank you to the family. You're in our prayers, and will continue to be. Appreciate all of you being here today as well. Roll Tide.
I came in as freshmen, and at first it was just some crazy fan in the beginning that would come hours early to every game and just sit and cheer. And throughout the years, he really did become part of our family. I mean, it was a staple to see him before even opposing fans at away gyms, you know, just cheering for us and being a part of us. And it really gave us energy, and I know I speak for everyone here, so we love Luke, and I mean, his impact here is going to be something that will be felt for years to come. Just a really special person, and just gone too soon.